Okay, so this next video is going to run through how to actually create this page and link it up to the CSS. Now, because we made the CSS file earlier, it makes our life when we're creating the HTML page a lot easier. So I'm going to go back into Dreamweaver, make a new file, and this time we're just going to call this one, it's not actually going to have any dynamic content, it's just going to be a plain HTML page, and we're going to just call this one interword.html. Always remember the extensions. It saves our lives a lot of problems. So we've got obviously all the header information, the untitled document with the title, give it a better title that's going to appear on the page. Now, if you're in CS5, you've got a live code option, so you can actually see what the page is actually going to look like, or we could just go into our design view and all sort of show things. But when you're working with PHP and dynamic pages, often running either split view or even just code view without a live code option, it makes our lives a lot easier. All of our information here is going to go inside the body tag. Now, the first thing we need to do is add our two buttons. So these are going to be done inside some divs, and we need to actually make them buttons. Take that equals button, and of course we need to close the div tag, and we're going to put just what information we want in it. So I've got show words. So if I run that now, I go into my live code in the split view, it puts up just show words, but it hasn't actually got any formatting yet, because we've got one thing which has been missed. So from our code, we actually need to link it up. So just in the title, doesn't really matter too much where it is. Well, let's take it out of live code so we can edit it. We need to create our link to a page. We could always click on the attach a style sheet button and browse and link it up, which adds a link, or we could have manually typed that in. But now when we go to our live code mode, it's applied that, all the formatting for us. Saves ourselves a lot of hassle, but at the moment it's not a button. So we need to actually add in a link. So we need to add the A's are our default links. So I'm just going to copy and paste that in A, href, and then the URL of the file we want to link to, and then close it off. The reason why I put this outside the div tag is I want to make the entire div a link rather than just the words. So that's our first button. What we also need is a second button that will be placed right next to it, which at the moment is going to go to a page called display words, which we haven't actually created yet. We'll leave that in there. I'll go to my live code view. I've now got my two buttons next to each other. No problem. Put a bit of text in there. That first one should not be AdWords, so it should be AdWords rather than show words. Now, we've got most of our page created. Now we just need the box that has all the information in it. So that's yet another div tag with another class. This time it's AdWord. Really important that you make sure they match up to what you actually included. And this time we're going to include a form in it. So you could go into your design view and use the insert form option to add it actually into the boxes, but often better practice and you get some nicer code and you become a lot more familiar with it if you actually type it in. So on an input form, that when I run it, it's just going to run this AdWord.php file, and the method is going to use post, so that's how it sends the information that we type into the fields to the next page. Obviously, use a closing bracket, so everything we want to send has to go within these. Just going to do a few little breaks formatting, add in a little message to basically make it easier for the end user, and then we add in the information that we actually want to include. So I want an input box. This time it's going to have a type, which is text, so just a normal text field, and a name, which is going to be, Word. We need to have the name so that we can reference it later on. I'm going to add another break, and another input. This time it's just going to be the submit button. And value, so that's what's written on the button. So it could be something like add word, anything else you want. And that generally completes this entire page. Go to my live code view, in design, and now I've got my little page with the information that I can sort of go and type in. At the moment, I'm going to hit the submit button. It's not going to do anything because I haven't actually uploaded it to the server. But we're going to deal with uploading our files and connecting to the server in a later video.